All right, what's going on, Giants? Another instant reaction video. Golden Tate practicing with the Giants. Was a little bit of worry if he was going to play because he didn't practice all last week. Wasn't really working with the team to start the week. We didn't really know what it was. Someone thought it was a hamstring injury. Nonetheless, he's practicing, and it looks like he's going to be ready to play. So Daniel Jones, for the first game in his NFL career, he will have Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Golden Tate, Evan Ingram, and Saquon Barkley. Throw in Caden Smith, too. He's never been at full strength. Last year, whether it was Golden Tate on the suspension, Sterling Shepard hurt, Evan Ingram hurt, Golden Tate hurt later in the year. He never got, as Saquon Barkley hurt, never got his full staff, and so he's getting his first game as that, as long as nothing happens before then. And I think Golden Tate is going to be a huge thing for the Giants because I love Daniel Jones, the way he attacks downfield, and I don't want to take that away from him. But for this week, I would be focusing on the short game. Obviously running the ball, but in the passing game, getting rid of the ball quick and playing it short because, one, the Steelers on the back end have a safety in Minkah Fitzpatrick who battled for Defensive Player on the year. And then coming down into the box, you have TJ Watt, who had 14.5 sacks. He'll be going up against Cam Fleming. Bud Dupree, 11.5. He'll be going up against Andrew Thomas in his first game. You throw Cam Hayward in the middle. It's going to be a big time test for this offensive line. And Thomas, I actually trust Thomas against Dupree. Not to say that Dupree won't have some wins, but I do trust him over there. But Cam Fleming on TJ Watt, man, TJ Watt is just nasty. Like, there's a good argument that he should have been the Defensive Player of the Year last year. I just don't think he got the shine because the Steelers weren't that good because their quarterbacks were the worst in the league, and Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph. Now they got Big Ben back. What will Big Ben look like? I don't know. But the last time we saw him play in 2018, he was really good. He threw for 5,000 yards. So it's obviously going to be a lot different than Mason Rudolph. So with that being said, the Steelers, because they have those four, they like to run a lot of man coverage. And they'll blitz with that front four too, which opens up the field for shorter routes, in-breaking routes. That man coverage, when they do play zone, the middle of the field is what they do leave open because they trust our guys are going to get there quick. Like, if we blitz, we're getting there quick. And to their credit, they did do that. So Darius Slayton, I wouldn't invest much. And if you're doing a fantasy, like if you have Darius Slayton on your fantasy team, I don't think this would be the week for him. Maybe he gets a touchdown, but I don't think he's going to be the focal point of the offense. I think it's going to be Golden Tate running those slants, running those digs over the inside. Shep can do it from the outside too. Evan Ingram's going to be huge, but the fact that you have Tate, instead of having to move Shep over or put Ratley in there or whoever they want to put at wide receiver in there, you could put a guy who you can trust in the slot in Golden Tate, and I think that adds another dynamic to the offense. All right, so look at John Brown of the Bills. He's lined up right here. They're getting to the quarterback quickly. Let's play it a little bit. You got Josh Allen, and they run a little bit of play action. Bam. They're there. Cam Hayward is there. But because they're blitzing and they're playing aggressive, playing man coverage, you have Brown wide open. And, people give Allen flack, but he finds him right away with that pressure in his face. And we know about Daniel Jones that he is fine with that pressure. So we got to take advantage of these shorter routes. And it turns into a nice gain for the Bills. That's the kind of stuff we need to be doing. Quick hitting stuff. Listen, I love the downfield ability of Daniel Jones. I don't want to take that away from him as a football player. But for this week in particular, he needs to be getting the ball out quick just because of the way they play their man coverage and the fact that we're trusting a rookie left tackle and a guy who's playing center for the first time, Nick Gates, who I have all the faith in. And then Cam Fleming is the one that really worries me. And I'd be worried about anybody going against TJ Watt, but Cam Fleming in general. And plus it's just nice to have Jones with all his three weapons. I mean, he got to play 4 games. He never got to play with all his weapons, but 4 games with Sterling Shepard, Golden Tate, and Darius Slayton. In those 4 games, he had 985 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. For a full season rate, that's 3,900 yards, 36 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. When those guys play together, Tate and Slayton actually had the same amount of catches, 19 catches both. Slayton had more yards, but I think Tate is going to get yards in this game. And if he doesn't, I think it's going to open up for other guys because they're going to be playing a lot of man coverage. So basically, whoever does it, though, play the middle, use the middle of the field against the Steelers team. You can run the ball. They're a really good run defense, but they're not impossible to run against. So use the middle of the field. I'm really glad Golden Tate's going to be back. Let's hope we get a win. Let's go Big Blue. Regular episode back on Friday. See ya. Peace.